Hey, Potterheads! Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the magical world of Harry Potter. Today, we're going to talk about one of the biggest questions that left us all scratching our heads after watching Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Why does Snape call himself the Half-Blood Prince? I mean, it's a huge part of the title, but the movie barely explains it. So, buckle up, because we're about to uncover the story behind this mysterious name. Okay, so let's start with the moment when Harry finds the potions book. Remember that? Harry is in his 6th year at Hogwarts, and he's just been handed a used potions textbook with tons of notes scribbled in the margins. These notes are next-level helpful. We've got tips, simplified potion recipes, and even spells that aren't taught at Hogwarts, like Sectum Sempra. You know, the one Harry later uses in a duel and things get really messy. Sectum Sempra. I mean, come on, Harry. Casting a spell you don't know without asking anyone about it? Yikes. So Harry becomes obsessed with this book and its mysterious owner, the Half-Blood Prince. But when he finally confronts Snape at the end of the movie and Snape drops the bomb like, "I am the Half-Blood Prince," it's a massive reveal. But that's it. No further explanation. No background. We're all left thinking, okay, but why? Well, if you've only seen the movie, you might have missed a huge part of the story. Let me tell you what really happened, and this is where the books give us the deep dive. So, in the book, Hermione does some digging, typical Hermione stuff. She finds out that Prince isn't a title like we all first assumed. There's no wizarding royalty here. Nope, it's actually a name. A surname, to be exact. Hermione discovers a witch named Eileen Prince, and guess what? She's Snape's mother. That's right, guys. Snape's mom's last name was Prince. Now, this is the first clue, and Hermione is spot on, as always. So Snape calls himself the Half-Blood Prince as a tribute to his mother. But wait, there's more to it than that. You see, Snape's dad, Tobias Snape, was a muggle. So Severus Snape is, as you probably guessed by now, a half-blood wizard. Half-blood because his mom was a witch and his dad was a muggle. This makes his full name the Half-Blood Prince, a reflection of both his mixed heritage and his connection to his mother's family name. But why, you ask, would he choose to associate with his mother's name and not his father's? Let's think about Snape's life for a second. His father, Tobias, wasn't exactly a great guy. The books give us flashbacks of Snape's childhood, and it wasn't a happy one. It's strongly implied that his home life was difficult, possibly even abusive. His father being a muggle likely fueled Snape's disdain for non-magical people. Remember when he called Lily a mudblood? It all adds up, Snape distanced himself from his father's side of the family, choosing to embrace his mother's magical heritage instead. So we've got Snape, who's a half-blood, and he takes his mother's name, Prince, to create this persona. The Half-Blood Prince. It's both a nod to his mother and a rejection of his father's world. It's kind of genius when you think about it. Snape had a rough life, and this name was a way for him to assert his identity and cling to the part of himself that he was proud of. But here's the kicker. None of this makes it into the movie. The reveal in the film is just like, "I'm the Half-Blood Prince," and we're all sitting there like, huh? I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the movies, but the fact that they didn't explain Snape's past in this moment is such a missed opportunity. It would have added so much more depth to his character, and it would have set up his storyline perfectly for the final film where we really dive into his memories. Now, I get why the filmmakers made the cut. The ending of Half-Blood Prince is packed with emotion. Dumbledore's death, the fallout from the battle at Hogwarts, it's all intense. If they stopped in the middle of all that to explain Snape's name, it would have slowed things down. But still, part of me wishes they'd squeezed in just a little bit more backstory. But here's the cool part. The fact that the name Half-Blood Prince is tied to Snape's past gives us a sneak peek into what's coming in Deathly Hallows. You know, the whole Snape was secretly working with Dumbledore all along reveal, and the heartbreaking memories of his love for Lily Potter. Snape is one of the most complex characters in the entire series. He starts off as this grumpy, seemingly evil teacher, but by the end of the series we realize he's been carrying this burden of love and regret his whole life. The Half-Blood Prince name is just one piece of that puzzle. And that's why, even though the film doesn't dive deep into it, the name matters. It's a symbol of Snape's identity, his complicated past, and the choices that shaped who he is. So, what do you think? Should the movie have explained more about the Half-Blood Prince, or did they make the right call by keeping the focus on Dumbledore's death and the chaos that followed? Let me know in the comments below, and let's have a debate about it. As always, thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our deep dives into the wizarding world. Until next time, stay magical, and remember, always question what you think you know, because in the wizarding world, there's always more to the story.